Hey sneaker friends! Today I'm going to look at another brand that I've never tried before, New Balance. I bought their Fresh Foam Lazr Hyposkin running shoe, and the reason I bought this, I know it's not their best running shoe, but the reason I bought this one was because it had 3 technologies in it and I thought it would be a cool way to check them all out. Shoe on newbalance.com. It was $99 and they only had a couple different colorways. I did buy women's 7.5 and I do feel like it fits true to size. Let's start with the bottom and work to the top. So the outsole of the shoe is all the green area you see. The white perimeter is midsole, but it is recessed up about 4 millimeters above the outsole. So it probably won't touch the ground until you get into some considerable wear of the shoe. Now, the outsole, the green area, is rubber. It's 4 millimeters thick, and the hardness is around the 53 to 58 range. So it's not the hardest outsole we've seen. I think we've seen 70 durometer. It's you know, a bit softer than that, but it is also 4 millimeters thick, and that is a bit thicker than we've seen now. Now, at 4 millimeters thick, it will provide you with some cushioning also. So you're getting traction out of this and a little bit of cushioning and a lot of coverage. Now you'll notice the pattern that is in this shoe. It's a hexagon laser pattern. Now that is 2.5 millimeters deep. So out of that 4 millimeter rubber, this laser pattern goes in 2.5 millimeters. And the reason is for flexibility. They put that laser pattern so that the material will move a little bit more. When the bottom is all connected, it just holds it so that there's less movement there. Now, the lasering, you're going to see it on the midsole too. Lasering is an interesting process. You basically come up with a program or a design and you put the material in and you let the laser run and it basically burns out material. So it's a material removal process. You'll also see the lasering on the midsole here. Now that is only 1 millimeter deep, so I think the only function of that is aesthetically to match the bottom and also to basically cover up or hide the wrinkles from this EVA foam. So when you wear EVA foam like this, the midsole will start to wrinkle and it'll start to show the wrinkles, and this laser pattern will hide that a little bit. This midsole is an EVA compound. It's hardness of about 40 to 45. So it's a bit firmer than the eTPUs like Boost, and it also feels a bit firmer underfoot. Now you can still feel compression underfoot. It feels confident, but it feels much more solid. There's no squish feel or anything like that. The upper is a booty pattern, so it has a nice big opening and the material is two-way stretch at the top so you can get into it. There is one seam going down the middle of the upper, and in the inside, even though it's a no-sew seam, so there's no stitching, there's still a bump that you can feel under there. The Hyposkin in the forefoot is supposed to be a material that adapts to the foot, but I'm not exactly sure what that means. Like, does it conform? Does it change? So I couldn't find much detail on it. The whole upper overall is quite thin and breathable, but they're all durable materials. Now under the tongue, so under the what would be the laces, the upper material is quite thin, so you can feel the pressure from the laces on the top of your foot. I wish they would have put a little bit more foam in there to kind of block that pressure. You'll also notice that the lace is a round lace, and so it easily, you can see right here, it's coming undone. It easily will come undone, so you probably need to double knot these. Now the sock liner is quite thin. It's only 3 millimeters thick, and it's not really providing much except for you're not feeling that strobel stitch on the bottom of the inside of the shoe. I don't really have too many durability concerns with this shoe. The outsole is only 4 millimeters thick and it's a softer foam, but it should last just fine. At the top here, where it gets thinner, where it gets stock fit to the upper, so where it gets glued onto the upper, there's definitely some wrinkles in it. And if you remember the stock fit process, it's a process of putting on cement, heating it, and then applying it to the upper. And in that process, when materials are a little too thin, they can get stretched and wrinkled and kind of deformed a little bit. And you definitely see that happening on both shoes in that area above the midsole. When I weighed these two shoes, the right shoe came in at 214 grams and the left shoe came in at 208 grams for a difference of 6 grams. Again, you're not going to notice that between the shoes, but it's just a kind of a reference point. If we recall, the lightest weight shoe we've seen so far, again in a women's 7.5, was the Epic React at 186 grams per shoe. So this shoe's about 30 grams heavier. It's also a different kind of foam and different constructions. Okay, that pretty much covers it for New Balance. Let me know what you thought. Tell me what your favorite New Balance shoe is in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. See ya.